2025 was one of the best years the underground has had in a long time. Sure, the sound has not changed too much from last year, but in terms of new artists popping off, projects being dropped, tours being done, and just new things that are shaking up the scene every single day, it has been a great year in 2025. And that's kind of just what I want to go over today. It's not going to be too crazy of a video, going to have some, normal background footage, but I just want to recap what we've gone through so far in 2025 and how it's affected the underground scene. So far, all of the major artists that are in this scene have dropped their albums to relatively great success. Recently, we've had Osamuson drop his album, Psychotic. We've had Che drop his most anticipated album pretty much ever, Rest in Bass. And then we even have some new guys like Pretty Fun or Lucy Bedrock. They've dropped albums that have strengthened their career tremendously. And I don't see a lot of people talking about that as much. Like in our scene, yes, but just like on a broader spectrum, there has been a lot of projects that have dropped that have really shaken up the scene and expanded what the scene can look like. And I just kind of want to give my moment to those kind of not as big artists, but they're still pretty big names in our scene. Like Pretty Fun's album, or the deluxe to his album, was really good. It showcased him using his voice a lot more. He kind of sang on some of the tracks, and he signed to a label off of all that. Like, Pretty Fun has strengthened his career a whole lot from 2024 to 2025. Then you have guys like Lucy Bedrock, who on his album, it was probably one of my favorite projects in the whole year, including the new drops like Psychotic and Rest in Bass. On that album, Lucy showcased that he could really switch up his sound, and he paid homage to a lot of albums. Like on the song Ouija, I kind of heard some influence from Playboi Carti's music. Like if you listen to that song and listen to some songs from music, you could see how Lucy kind of made that sound his own. Then you have some of the bigger songs like 2010 Justin Bieber, where he kind of sang on a rage beat. You have songs like G6, I forgot the name, but I'll put it up on screen. G6, that song is insane. Probably one of my favorite songs on that album. And then you have songs like Yes You May, where he kind of takes it a little bit more slow, but he also sings on it similarly to 2010 Justin Bieber. It's just really cool to see that the sound in underground could vary off from that kind of staple rage sound that we've had with the bigger artists like Osamuson and Che. Even Netspin, who was kind of quieter this year in terms of him releasing music, he was getting his name out there, going on runways, modeling, showing up at events for big brands like Gucci and whatnot. He was also networking with other rappers in the scene, bigger names like Lil Yachty, and even underground rappers who are kind of going up right now like Think Mink. Regardless if we know what their relationship is looking like right now, it's good to see that the underground rappers are actually bringing back that sense of a community, similarly like Playboi Carti and Uzi. And even bigger artists in our scene, some like Osamuson and Che, they both dropped their most anticipated albums of the year this year. Osamuson even dropping 2 albums in 1 year, one being Jump Out and Psychotic, both doing well for his career and shooting him more into the kind of mainstream eyes. Osamuson had his songs used by sports teams, he's been posted by Rap Caviar, he's been doing some pretty major interviews. Like, it just shows that our scene is kind of getting shown more and more to the mainstream listeners. So regardless if they even like the music, they are aware, and that they could even tap in once or twice to like a couple songs that some artists may release. And then going back to Che released Rest in Bass, which was his most anticipated album basically out of all of his projects, and it turned out to be a Whole Lotta Red homage tape, and actually was really well because Che put his own little spin on it. And that project pushed Che up to like 1 million monthly listeners. Having features on that album from Xavier So Based and Osamuson and even Chucky. Like, those are 3 pretty big names, and Chucky's more mainstream than Osamuson and Xavier. Not even in terms of monthly listeners, but just his connection. So it's showing that our scene is really branching out. And that's the main point of this video. It's just showing how much the underground has went from 2024 to 2025. The scene is way bigger than even any of us could realize right now. And then when you even look to some smaller names like Teezus has been on the rise basically all of 2025, and it's rumored that he has songs with Playboi Carti, Young Thug, and it's just showing that it doesn't matter how small you are, or how many monthly listeners you have, or how many plays you get on the song. If your artistry is good enough, or your music is good enough, big names are going to recognize that, and they might even tap in with you, and you might not even see it coming, so you always just gotta pursue. Even Nine Vicious, he dropped a pretty amazing project this year, being For Nothing. And I feel like that album is hella underrated. Even though a lot of people talk about it, I don't feel like people talk about it as much as they should, because that album showcased a whole different side of Nine Vicious with the production, the lyricism, the way how he used his voice. Like, it's really cool to look at. And this video is not just only about the rappers, the content creators in our scene. It's more of a chill video, not too many crazy edits. But yeah, love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.